Hey, welcome back. So, before we continue our journey in Act 3, and by the way, I did do a quick research before uh, starting this video. The Act 3 thing is meant to be like it's another lore thing. So, that guy that came in is part of like a clown. Like, there's an actual race or group of people that are actual clowns. Warhammer is such a bizarre thing. And that is a very specific faction of people that are all clowns, and they're like maniacal evil clowns. And I don't know. Uh, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, it must be some ally in disguise, but no, it's these clown people. So, anyways, we'll get back to that real quick. I just somebody had put in the comments about if you had to do it over again, like how would you design your character? So I just want to take a few minutes to do this, and feel free to skip through if it's not interesting to you. But here's my lessons learned. Lesson number one is that the unique characters like the Navigator and even Indira, however you pronounce her name, they actually have like unique abilities that a custom made character can't have. So if you wanted to make your own party of six, you can, but you're not going to be able to replicate some of the things that they have. And for example, the Navigator for certain has these special abilities that you're just there's no way to replicate it at all. Now, Indira is an unsanctioned psyker, so she gets a +1 to her psyker ability. So she's actually stronger at it than you will be. Um, but anyways, let's just real quick. Uh, the world that you come from really does matter. The biggest area that it matters is right here. So if you want to make a fighty character, the Death World is actually a really good one. You get the strength, the toughness, and the agility. Three things that fighters need. You lose intelligence and fellowship. Two things that you don't need as a fighter. And then the survival instinct here. Um, when you get below 30% health, you get 20% back magically. And they also get a 20% of their dodge and armor. So basically, if they start to take a beating, they still keep on ticking. So the next one is Voidborn, which has a fortune. They get to reroll any failed dodge, parry, or skill test, characteristic test, with a 20% chance. Now, it's a low chance, so it's not a pure reroll. If you had a 90% chance and you failed, that really stinks. But you're only going to have a 20% chance on your reroll, but that's still better than 0. And then any enemy parry against you has a 20% chance to fail, even if they succeed. So that's also a pretty decent one. And there's willpower and intelligence. So Voidborn, with the willpower and intelligence and no strength, this is a good psyker type character. Or a skill monkey, but a psyker for sure. Now this is what we chose, and we have the strength in numbers where we get extra resolve being around other people, and we gained the fellowship and agility, which has helped us. We've shown no issues with this, and we did that as an officer, right? Now this is the one that I think I would choose if I did it again. So they're going to get to choose one of these three abilities. That'll be done on the next screen here, because you'll notice that the origin, another one gets inserted in between. So you'll get to choose that on the next screen. But here you get intelligence and toughness, but no fellowship. So not a good officer type person. But oh, I forgot to show you. Then you get these things down here, but the big one is this one. Your persuasion, coercion, and commerce is based on intelligence instead of fellowship. So you don't need fellowship. Fellowship affects persuasion, coercion, and commerce. The only other thing fellowship does besides that is it you get resolve points, so you can get your Uber ability. So if you can make it so you don't need fellowship, you can use intelligence, which is a skill monkey thing, right? So go all in on intelligence, and then your persuasion, coercion, and commerce are also based on intelligence. Intelligence is your primary stat throughout the whole game. And then you could focus on, instead of putting points in fellowship, you can put points in um, strength or, weapon skills. Like, you can actually be a more contributing fighter in the battle instead of just sitting back and... I know everybody says that the officer is really powerful. I think the officer's middle of the road. I can take it or leave it, personally. But anyways, and with Kasha being an officer, that's another reason too. You get it through her, so you don't need two officers. But anyways, that's why I would choose this one. Remember, we chose this one, and we had camaraderie, which did a similar thing, except I didn't need to put points into willpower. All my willpower tests were done with fellowship. So that was an interesting one. And then Voidborn, they have these really awful luck things where you got to be really careful here. If you take these, it's sort of like you roll dice and bad things can happen to you just as much as good things can. And then the Death World has let's see here. See, if somebody's bleeding, you get a 15% critical against them. I mean, this is an awesome one to pair with Executioner. Anyways, now Imperial World is also a healthy choice because you get to just add +10 to something, which +10 to something is always good, and you could tailor it to whatever type of character you like. So if you want to be a psyker, you can give yourself +10 willpower. If you want to be an officer, +10 fellowship. So obviously you're not going to have the hey, persuasion is based off of intelligence with this one. And this one is one where the stronger together here, whatever +10 you chose, let's say it's fellowship, you now get to give +5 of it to all the other characters in your party. So if you created a party of 6 Imperial World people, you could actually, because all 6 of them are there, you're getting 25 bonus points from the other 5 characters if they all take stronger together. So you whatever those 25 points are, you can make it in willpower, strength, whatever, intelligence. So if all 6 of them took intelligence, you're getting 10 from taking intelligence, and then you're getting 25 more from the other 5 characters. So you're actually getting a +35 to your skills. Like, you could do some pretty cool stuff, I think, if you made an all Imperial World party. So the rest of these are not that great. And then the Fortress World is, honestly, it's for the shooter type, because the perception and willpower helps with that. And let's see here, there's things for reloading your weapon. You gain bonuses when you're in combat. Anyways, so let's say we chose the Forge World one. Then you can gain a critical hit chance, or you can gain a movement point, or a dodge, based on your agility, or you can gain armor based on your toughness. And since this is a character that would be strong on the intelligence, that would be the best way to go. And then you pick your person here. Now, Arbitrator gives you a pet. All these abilities weren't all that good. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. I didn't care for them too much. But the pet is why you choose this one. The Sanctioned Psyker is nice because you could finally choose which of these you want to start with. So if you want to go straight Pyromancy, you can just do it right from the start. And then, of course, they give you your willpower and some nice bonuses to start. And I think if you go Psyker, that's it. You're committing to Psyker. It almost doesn't matter what class you choose. You're going to be spending most of your points beefing this up. And like I said, there was a homeworld that I think pairs well with this. The noble actually makes a really good officer, and I didn't choose this, but you could have. And there's a lot of officer synergies there. The Navy officer, this is what Abelard was. It also gives a bonus to fellowship and commerce, but I really didn't care for these at all. So the priest has the war hymn, and Argenta has this ability. It really boosts the momentum based on 2 times your willpower bonus. So war hymn would be a nice I mean, you can't technically make it a psyker because it's priest or psyker, right? But it's just a nice character if you want to really go dogmatic, for sure. And it's a nice way to increase resolve if you're going to be boosting willpower. So if you can think of ways to use willpower, then, you know, there's, like I said, this is all the Argenta stuff. Crime Lord is a really good range attack type person. Has some decent bonuses. They're, you know, I think there's a lot of versatility with the Crime Lord. This one is a melee leader type, so you're gonna get in and get personal, and you can also, you know, do some leadership stuff. And you can see kills the target without all costs. They can use it once more for 0. And at all costs is this thing. So it marks the target. Whoever kills it gains an extra turn with +2 AP. It can only be used once for combat. But if you take that, then you get to use it again. Anyways, the point, this is almost like an officer type ability. Whoever kills it gets a free turn just like an officer would give him. And then, of course, this one is the one I think... yeah, I don't remember who took this one. Oh, you know what? We don't have this in any of our people. So I think this one, just by first glance, looks like another good shooter type. Anyways, so if we're going the intelligence route, and we're not doing Psyker, which you could do, this one gives you intelligence. It also gives you fellowship, which we don't need, and it also gives you a boost in skills that you need as a primary character. Again, you get more boosts in things that you don't need. So let me think about this. Agility and fellowship. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you take. You're just going to tailor it to what kind of character you want. Like, if you want to go melee, maybe do this. If you want to sit back and be a little more range attack, this. And maybe study these skills down here and figure out exactly, you know, what you want to do. Heck, to be honest with you, this one would be a nice pairing. Largely because this is just an all-around good skill. And these are just nice things to have bonus points in. So let's say I did pick that. Then you pick your triumph, right? So do you want athletics, Imperium lore, or warp lore? I would go Imperium lore. Then you know, -5 awareness, persuasion, or Medicaid. And this is going to depend on your character again. I will do awareness. And then of course you pick what class you want to be. Again, I don't think it matters. The whole point of picking the Forge world is you're making a highly intelligent character who can still do all the coercion and persuasion, but at the same time focus on, like, you could still be an officer if you wanted to, but you could just straight up be a warrior as well. But in this case, let's say I want to be a soldier, and then you have 30 points here, and normally you would spend that on fellowship, but no, you want to go to intelligence, and it's showing these skills going up, but this goes up as well. It's showing 25, but it's going to be better once you take that skill. Remember, that's a skill we don't have yet. So when you take it, then this and this and this will all boost up based on your intelligence. That's just the thing to understand. And yeah, and because if I'm being a soldier, I would put 10 points in ballistic. But if you're going melee, you would go up here. And then I still have 10 for something else, so I can go down here and boost my willpower, or maybe do half and half and get my toughness up. It doesn't matter. But anyways, that's what I would do. And I apologize if that took too much of your time. Let's get into it. Okay, I think we're going to pick up Abelard here. And I did confirm that the things that go to the ship, they do go to the ship. It's just that you're not going to be able to see it until you actually get back to your ship. So sending those items to the ship when I needed to equip my person is not a good idea. And then these things are annoying. So the Drukhari and the Eldari, apparently they don't use the warp to do their, they use this thing called the web. And I think this is supposed to represent them being in their own, like, alternate dimension. Alright, so we got ourselves a shield. One second. I am back. So just like clockwork, I start recording, one of my kids call me. Alright, so I really like the idea of the shield, but it puts you on fire at the start of combat, and it inflicts fire on anybody adjacent to you, and we're not planning to be adjacent to people, so I'm not going to let him use the shield. Alright, so where's Abelard then? Abelard should be here somewhere.
Is there money to be made?
My success was inevitable.
Sorry, this... Getting all these weird items. None of them are useful to me.
Kemorak.
Oh, come on.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
I have learned much in my exile.
What the heck? Why do we want to skin a corpse? Alright, I don't know if I like that, but... Well, did I really just... I wasted 2 mental charges to just go somewhere I already go?
I always have a backup plan.
There he is. There's Abelard.
I always get the job done.
Come on, old friend. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright, so now we have Abelard. He also has injuries. Guess we could give him swords. The axe is better, though.
trivial task. My success was inevitable.
Okay, so we gotta go back and kill the thing, which technically did save us.
Experience.
We will pass
Nothing matters
athletic
more.
tests now because we have Abelard with us.
Let us not dawdle.
So that's right, I wanted to try to retrieve the safe now.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
I have
won't let it
failed my
define
kin.
me. That's how it's done.
Took a bit there. Some of these items are not ideally suited. But okay, I think I covered everything here. It's a little bit confusing to move around, but I'm starting to get the hang that basically we're in like a... almost like a star pattern. So if this chasm's the middle, we just took one of the spokes of a wheel. Yeah, maybe the wheel pattern is a better analogy. So we just took the spoke of a wheel, and now we're back. This is where the dude is that we need to kill. But I'm guessing that, like, if I go, for example, to here, I might find another one of my party members.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
So we have the pit, and it looks like this is still unexplored. And I really don't care about those little itty-bitty knives.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So yeah, this was still unexplored.
Just as I planned. Success is the only outcome
This is
I
why we need to be a
accept.
skill monkey. Because look at all these situations where I'm by myself and I have to do all these skills. See, look, there's another... So you got an arena now. I don't want to do that until maybe we have our full party.
That's how it's done.
More goods. Yeah, we're getting a lot of, like, highly valuable goods. Anything that's off, you know, Xenotech or whatever.
Keep your wits about you.
Lord Captain,
Are you certain you wish to allow a traitor back into your retinue?
I will not ask for your understanding.
Just as I planned. I always get the job done.
Okay, that one I think was very handy. So let's start with her. That's a good one. Then we go to him. Oh, that requires psi damage. That's really good for what's his name if we can find him. So let's find him. And here you can see this is going to go around in a circle, I think. But let's keep exploring. We had an arena.
Is there money to be made?
We had the opera or whatever it was called. And look at this. There's more places to go here. Anatomical opera.
That's how it's done.
Another psi rating item.
Success is the only outcome I accept. I always get the job done. I always keep my options open.
So apparently I can't go in that way. Let's try this. Alright, now that's getting interesting. We couldn't go in the opera.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I guess we're not allowed in yet. Alright, so now we're running out of places to go. We can go to the arena, or we can go back to where we need to kill that one guy. I'm gonna try the arena first, just because if we're gonna go kill this guy, I want as much help as I can get.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, I'm going to the wrong place. I guess we can't go to the arena. Well, that simplifies things. So we gotta figure out how to kill this guy with just the three of us, I guess. So Malice is straight ahead. I don't think there's anything else to pick up here.
I always have a backup plan.
I don't know. I'll F5 it.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. I will revel in your pain. And your pain won't stop me. You are mine now. Here we go.
Holy crap. Abelard.
Hold on.
How am I supposed to win these battles?
This tedium is beneath me. If I must.
This is not good. I'm gonna get attacked twice.
Swift and silent.
The fact that I survived that is a miracle.
Yeah. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause, another soul slips beyond the veil.
I'm here, maggot.
Time to prove my mettle.
Who, if not me?
I'll deal death with my hands. I understand your ancestors guide me.
Educate you on the art of pain. I'll see to it personally.
He dodged it.
It's as good as done. On it.
At your beck and call. It will be done. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
You cannot change this path.
Oh my goodness.
That's a temporary setback.
This is ridiculous. We're gonna die.
Just designate a target.
Don't you die on me now.
The heck? I gotta load.
I'll make an example out of you.
This tedium is beneath me. If I must. If it serves your cause.
Be nice to take him out first. He looks really tough to take out, though.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your I hear you moving, no more.
Should have thought twice before crossing me.
So my goal here is take out as many of these guys as possible, because it's the sheer number of them that's been the biggest issue.
I'll make it happen.
You will perish for this affront.
Let's get to it.
So do I take this guy down? No, I gotta deal with all these guys.
It will be done.
I'll tear your heart out for this.
Indeed. I will do my duty.
A work for a
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Time to slaughter someone.
Alright, so this is where it gets interesting.
I understand your intent. I move swiftly to strike.
I can't get out of here.
I'll brush this off.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Reduced to dust. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Do I use this now? I think no.
Let's get to it.
Kemorak!
What's going on? Oh, am I getting help? A little late, but I'll take it.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
That lowers his armor. I think we're gonna do this.
My heart sings with the thrill of battle! If it serves your cause.
Who if not? It's as good as done.
I understand your intent.
You never stood a chance.
Just a minor setback.
High momentum.
Man, he's getting blasted.
Indeed.
Oh, come on.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call. No matter the cost. Victory is implied. Take care of this one. It will be done. At your beck and call. It will be done. One fewer target. Victory is imminent.
Onward!
Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
Moving out! This can't be!
I approach the designated position. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, I hear you moving. No more. You cannot force me, Elantak.
I won't
Dang it.
compromise my principles.
I can't see the target, so I can't.
On it.
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
He's not wearing any armor. That was some of his issue. Now he's got at least something. Now she has something.
Is there money to be made?
Here's the thing, I don't want to enter that portal. I think it's bad news. I don't trust this guy at all.
May the vicious hunt commence today! My wild hounds will enter the arena to taste the blood of its wretched challengers. Bathe your souls in their suffering! Make your guesses at whether the prey can overpower the predators! If you're looking for more refined entertainment, watch the ousted Draken of the Reaving Tempest fight for his life against the glorious champions of the arena, the blood-stained proselytes! If you're certain that only the triumph of violence can soften its scars, enjoy the massacre of the fearsome Flesh Gorger! Today, we will try to kill him again!
Is that all? You just give me your pet jesters. Don't be offended if I break your playthings, Kikeros.
I have no idea what's going on. It's bouncing all over the place. I'm seeing people I don't recognize.
Let the fatal thirst be quenched!
So we're just fighting those two.
Let's get to it. Here we go.
Let's get to it! Scared yet?
So who we're missing? We're missing our Inquisitor, Indira. Oh, and Kasha. We have 3, we're missing 3.
If I must. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your senior. Ancestors guide me. If I must. I am not your no weakness is hidden from my sight.
Hold on. Out of my way.
Show me what you've got.
Let's make it quick.
I'll make it happen. Who if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Man, not a lot of damage.
On it.
The dog keeps missing.
This as good as done. I'll make it happen.
It will be done.
Not
At
good.
your beck and call.
It will be done.
Indeed.
Victory is imminent.
These things just barely take any damage.
Target well struck.
Look at that, we're doing like 0 damage to this thing.
Let's get to it.
On in, maggot.
Some more.
This tedium is beneath me.
0 damage.
Time to slaughter someone.
Look at its armor is 40. I can see its dodge is high, but we're hitting it and still doing 0 damage. Every second attack is negated. Interesting. So I gotta pay attention. So he just had his damage negated.
I'll see to it personally.
So the next one's gonna be negated.
Who if not me?
Alright. Next one's gonna hit.
I'll make it happen.
This one's gonna hit.
It will be done. Grey hair. Sure, pain and duty go hand in hand.
At your beck and call.
It will be done.
That one's gonna miss. Next one's gonna hit. That one missed. That one hit.
Die! Die! Die!
Next one's gonna hit. That one hit. Right, so this one's gonna miss.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
And this one will hit.
I understand your intention. Pay with your blood in the name of Kalamensha Kane! Fortune favors the swift. Ancestors guide me!
On it.
This one will miss.
It's as good as done.
She has to reload. Come on.
I'll see to it personally.
Victory is imminent.
There we go. One down.
I will do my duty.
Didn't work.
Indeed. It will be done.
Your pain won't stop me.
Let's get to it.
This tedium is beneath me. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Scared yet?
Okay, so the next one's a miss.
I'll make it happen. On it. The best defense is a good offense.
Fortune favors the swift.
Next one's a miss.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Victory is...
Hit. Hit.
I will do my duty.
Miss.
At your beck and call.
Come on, hit.
Indeed. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
This next one's a miss.
It will be done. Indeed. Brace yourself, Avalon.
Show me what you've got.
That was a tough battle. A very tough battle.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Now what's going on?
If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. Another soul slips beyond the veil. Yeah. This tedium is beneath me.
It will be done.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
If I must deal death with my hands.
Hey, we leveled up. What the heck are these things?
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I won't stand for it.
I don't think it's just items.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Man, where's the rest of our party? Alright, now this is where it gets interesting. And I don't know. I know these skills are the same no matter who we play as, but I'm sure it's going to be different depending on who it is. Like, this is good because I give people actions, right? So, very first turn, they got 2 extra action points. I mean, it's not horrible. This is just straight up. You heal every round. Hmm. I will have a shield, so I'm gonna mark that for now. Look at that. We could actually become a psyker. They're really late in the game, but we could. Now, why would I do that? Well, I'm never gonna become a high level psyker, but I could get like low level stuff like if I went sanctity, I could get like, the emperor's stuff and maybe be able to do some basic healing or some basic, scream damage. Alright, so I just marked a bunch of stuff. We have quite a few things to choose from here. There's a few that really jump out at me. This one, I think, is just really powerful. Every time it's your turn, you just heal 10%. Auto healing is never bad. There's a lot of, like, if we give other people extra turns, the 2 extra action points is never horrible either. You could command your dog to do a bunch of things, command other people to do a bunch of things. There's some really nice shield ones. I don't currently have a shield, but I plan to. I'm going to do the healing one. Extra handy at this particular act. And then we have to take a first tier archetype. So here you can see I had stuff starred. So this is an officer thing. It's been so long. That's right. So when I give those voice of command bonuses, half of it remains until the end of combat. And then, of course, we have all the Arbiter ones, which I wasn't too keen on. And these are the Hive ones. Let's go back to the star. I think, this one obviously is a decent one. That was the one we were thinking of getting, but we just ran out of opportunities, so let's go ahead and grab that. So she's got the same deal, and we have to go through all this again. I'm going to spare you. I'm going to pause it and then go through and star them, and then spare you having to watch. Okay, so here it is. These skills are very different for each character. Like, some of them are melee, so Abelard's gonna want different ones. So what I did was I starred the ones for her, and there's some really good ones for her. So let me go through real quick. This one, the critical hit chance and critical damage are increased by 5% of their dodge ability. She has tremendous dodge ability, so that's going to make critical chances go through the roof. This one's really complicated. I'm not sure. Um, when you kill the first enemy in a round, you get a free shot that does 30% of your base damage, plus 10% for every difficulty tier of whoever you killed in the first round. It's the first enemy in a round. She tends to go first quite often. So that's why I thought this might be very good for her. The Eager for Battle is the 2 extra action points. She always runs out of action points. So that's not a bad one. Obviously, healing every round is good. This one, if she over-penetrates and deals damage to a target other than who she was shooting at, or if somebody like did a burst and they're wildly shooting, right, it increases their ballistic skill by +5. Pretty neat. This one, the Deadeye shot does an extra 14%, and the following range attacks get Deadeye benefits, and then, you know, you can see, like, she has quite a few as the bounty hunter. Ignore 3 of their deflection. I don't know if that works for shooting. Gain an additional 35% over penetration, so real high chance I'm going to shoot through whoever I'm shooting at. And then this last one, when you score a critical hit, there's basically a 50% chance that you're going to... Well, you can see the formula there. Their critical damage might be increased by half based on, you know, this formula here. So which one do I do first? Well, there's a lot of them, but I think the one that's specifically for Deadeye, I'm going to go with that one. Then, of course, she gets to grab another of these, which, this is all her operative stuff. Which is, you know, I'm not a huge fan of her operative stuff. This does make exposed weakness free. Or I could just do this. Yeah, we'll do that. And now we got the same problem with him. We got to go through all of them again. I'll spare you the trouble. Okay, I think I got things squared away here. So I got a nice healthy list for him. Some of these are iffy, but he still has some good ones. So just to highlight, this one is plus 15 willpower as long as he has no ranged weapons equipped. So it's not a top priority, but it's definitely a helpful one for him. The first melee attack every round does an extra 2 damage for every cell that he had to move. So it's going to reward him for moving around the map. It could be helpful. When he deals damage, then the defense of the target gets degraded. So if other people are attacking it, they get extra damage. Every melee attack decreases their armor by 6%. 2 extra action points. Every new character that he attacks, he gets +1. Or no, this is any damage that they deal is increased by 1 for every attack they've made this combat. The auto heal, the bonus to everything. Any enemy he hits has to pass a willpower resistance test, or they make him the priority target until the next turn. When an enemy fails a willpower resistance test, they suffer 6 damage. On success, they suffer 12 damage. So if they pass the willpower test, they take double the damage. When they're attacked, they get momentum equal to the difficulty tier of the creature. Which is really good, because if he taunts everybody and everybody's attacking him, he's getting momentum, getting momentum, getting momentum. Like, I actually think that's really good. Alright, I am going to take the martyrdom There's some other ones, like he gets strength if he's under certain health. Yeah. And then we do have some items that we chose for him. The charge damage is increased by 13. Charge and slash don't end his movement. I do like that one. I hate that he can't move sometimes. Let's do that one. Alright, one more pause. Okay, that last pause was a long time. Sorry, I was gone for a while. I know it doesn't seem that way for you, but for me it is. So we just finished leveling up. I just need to remind myself what I'm doing here. Okay, we're still trying to find our other 3 buddies. And also figure out what the heck we're supposed to do next here. We're getting a lot of goods for trading. and a lot of them are the exotic stuff. Okay, so I could be wrong, but see how like this stranger looks? Oh, where is it? Rogue trader. Um Oh, the Harlequins. That's what. So they actually have a clown faction called the Harlequins. Anyways, not that important. See, like, heed my words, it holds the key. I don't want to remember all this nonsense. I love this. Thank you. Whoever designed this game, that was perfect. Because I'm sitting there like, what the heck is he saying? And it's all summarized right here. Oh, So she who thirsts should be Slaneth or whatever you... Yeah, Slanesh. Alright, we still have 3 more. Good. I think we need to take out this dude, though.
I always keep my options open.
Alright, so here we go. We have this as usual. This takes us to there. But see, they covered this up again, even though we've been here before. I don't know if that means that, you know, hey, you need to go back there again because it may have changed? It did. Well, now we have this stranger.
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail?
Alright, come on. I want to find her.
Keep your wits about you.
So we're allowed through now. That was awesome. Alright, what do we got here? A hex rifle. I know we can go to the anatomical thing, but I wanted to kill that dude first. Which one do I do first? Because I definitely want my buddies. Maybe this is how we get them. Alright, it's just me again. Oh, hold on. I'm in my trance. This is everything. Oh my goodness. my goodness.
I always have a backup plan. Didn't flinch. Just need to tough it out.
Alright, we got one of them. I thought he got rid of the thing in my head. So why am I still... Alright.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
So now she's exemplar. And oh my gosh, I don't know. See, she provides extra turns to people as well, so we'll give her that. This is just straight up damage. No melee for her. Still no melee for her. 2 extra action points could be useful. That I need to give to Abelard. I don't know if I remembered to. Okay, then there was something. The helping other people is good. This one gives her 15 willpower, which is gonna boost her damage. That's huge. And then this is all officer stuff again. So we never increase the range of her commanding voice. We'll go ahead and turn that on. This one makes it cost 1 less AP. It's funny because she was taking all of her all of this stuff, so we didn't she can finally heal an injury. She's never had that. And these other ones are, I mean, we keep not taking them because some of them are, you know, when she helps other people or I don't really move anybody with her powers. It gives extra perception, which I don't know what good that does. This one can be decent, so I'll flag that one. Alright, so which one am I going to take first? I actually want to take the one... She removes injuries, is really nice. That one can be good too. None of these are like, you know, you must take this one. Although the willpower one can be helpful, but we'll do this one.
You are in the presence of House Orcelio. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
There we go, I finally got rid of my injury. I don't know if that will help. And you can see she has all of her loot back. As does Mr. Abelard here. So we're going to get rid of her ranged weapon, because I want her to get the bonus, whatever that is. And we have so much stuff we're going to have to move to... There's going to be a bit of a maintenance nightmare, because all the junk that we collected is in our inventory now, and we got to move all that to our ship cargo once we have our cargo back. See, he's missing an item. I don't know why he's missing an item. This is not that great. Man, there's nothing to give him? Except for maybe this junk? I mean, he's not iconoclast at all. I mean, we'll give this.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Oh, that's a. This is a horrible one. I could have sworn he had something, but maybe he didn't. So, yeah, because I gave her the hood. Can I move something to cargo? It lets me. That 10 bonus to awareness is not that good. There was something. Oh, that's right, that's a necklace thing. No, we don't want to change that. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. She has her original gun back, which is good. See, this is really good. So now she could run by enemies. If they try to make an attack of opportunity, they're pushed back by one cell before they're able to hit you. So it basically means she can run by people, which is what I wanted. Now, this was a really nice item. So you can see when they hit with a Deadeye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1. Or they gain an extra AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not moved, up to 5 times. Or we can trigger expose weakness. The target designator is not as good, I don't think. There's a lot of tough choices here. This was another one. I think I like the 10 bonus to ballistic. This is another one. So really the only thing that I see here... Somehow she lost her necklace. So the question is do I replace the target designator with the Aldari Ranger sight? But if you think about it though, the Aldari Ranger sight triggers expose weakness. Expose weakness uses exploits. The target designator puts exploits on the enemy. So those two would combo really well together. I get extra AP though for every consecutive turn that she hasn't moved. So that means when it's her turn, she can like throw traps and do all this stuff. She could still only shoot twice. I can give this to somebody else. I mean, heck, I can give it to him. It's way better than that nonsense. Alright, see, our dog lost his upgrade. I don't like games where you lose all your gear and now you have to go through all this nonsense to get everything right again. Alright, we got our stuff. So... okay, that's one helmet. And look at that, I have no boots. I'm not using swords. I don't do tracking. Like, none of these are real helpful. I can try that. It's better than nothing. See, like, this was... Alright. So we got one of our buddies back. I think we're gonna have to win, like, multiple arena battles.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to here. It was the mangled sector. I'm not going to the arena. I'm going to kill this dude. Alright, and then we're going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.